back to a new reading vlog, a new week. Today it's Monday, September 20th, and it is in the afternoon. I've just been working all day and I've just gone home, showered, and I'm ready to read and relax and wind down. My current reads are The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I'm on page 114 and this is going pretty slow for me. We follow like a group of kids and their professor in a class, a Greek class. I'm not really following because it's going very slow and I hate DNFing books. I need to get better at it because it's not good to kind of force yourself to like something that you don't like, and it's not that I don't like it, but it's going pretty slow and I might not be in the mood for it right now, so we'll see if I will continue on with it or if I will DNF it. But it's interesting so far, but very slow, and I don't feel like I'm in the mood for it, you know? So I thought I would want to pick up another book, and I don't know what reading mood I'm in. I'm thinking I'm in a really weird reading mood, so I don't know what book I'm gonna pick up, but I'm going to try to pick up Corrupt by Penelope Douglas, which is a book that I recently bought and that I am excited for. I'm not really in the mood for romance, but I'm not in the mood for fantasy either, or sci-fi, so I'm just like, maybe it's a reading slump coming along. I hope not, but I'm feeling a little bit slow with the reading right now. But I'm gonna try to read this one because I think it's one of those easy books, because I don't think I should start a big fantasy right now because then it's gonna get me in a reading slump. So I think I'm gonna start with Corrupt by Penelope Douglas. This is the first book in the Devil's Night series, and I'm very intrigued to read it. Let me actually read at the back for you guys. So we follow Erica and Michael, it seems like. I was told that dreams were our heart's desires. My nightmares, however, became my obsession. His name is Michael Christ. My boyfriend's older brother's is like that scary movie that you peek through your hand to watch. He's handsome, strong, and completely terrifying. The star of his college basketball team has now gone pro. He's more concerned with the dirt on his shoe than me, but I noticed him. I saw him, I heard him, the things that he did and the deeds that he hid for years. I bit my nails, unable to look away. Now, I've graduated high school and moved on to college, but I haven't stopped watching Michael. He's bad, and the dirt I've seen isn't content to stay in my head anymore, because he's finally noticed me. And then that was like Erica's part, and then it's something about Michael here, but I'm not gonna bore you with reading. But yeah, so it's about Erica and Michael, and I know it's very high spoken of this series, and I think it's perfect for fall this season because I'm thinking it's a dark romance. If you look at the cover, skeletons. So, well, yeah, that is the two books that I'm currently reading. We'll see how it goes. So right now I'm gonna eat a snack because I'm so hungry, and I'm just gonna relax, try to read a little, start Corrupt, and just really relax after work. So yeah, let's go. I just noticed that the book has a playlist, which I love. Penelope Douglas usually do this and I freaking love it. It's pretty cool and a cool concept that I really enjoy in books. It is Tuesday morning, very early, and it's super cold out. I have my hat on and oh my god, it's so cold, but let's go to work and see you guys when I get home. Hello guys, it is Tuesday. It's early evening and I've just gone home from work and I've showered. I showered my hair, which is why it's wet, and I'm ready to start reading. I'm off tomorrow so I can stay up late and read, which I'm very excited about. I've actually did read quite a bit last night and I didn't update you guys because I was pretty tired and I had to be up early for work today. So I've been reading quite a bit in both of these books. The Secret History, I know I talked about that I was kind of unsure of my feelings and my thoughts and should I DNF it or not, but I don't think I'm going to because I read quite a bit last night and I'm thinking like I'm getting more into it. At least last night I was really in the mood for it, so hopefully I will get more reading today and tonight. But it's going still pretty slow because the pages are super thin and the text is pretty small. But I'm on page 174 and yeah, it's growing on me, so I feel hopeful. And in Corrupt by Penelope Douglas, I have read up until page 67 and feel like I'm still catching on what's going on. we follow Erica and Michael, and Erica is 20, I think, and Michael is 23. And you know, he is a formal, or maybe he still plays basketball, I haven't really figured it out, like a really good basketball player. And he and his 3 other friends are like in a, I don't really know what it is, a club, a cult, I don't really know. We don't really know what they do yet. We have met this group of people. They call themselves the 4 Horsemen, and that they take people, like they take girls. I don't really know. I haven't figured it out yet, and I feel like we don't really have too much information on them, because we go in the present, we follow these 2, but also in the past, because something happened between these 2 3 years ago. So we follow like one chapter, it's 3 years ago, and then like it's the present, and something happened between these 2. So they have a history, Michael and Erica, and in the present they're kind of also just starting to notice. I guess Eric has always kind of noticed Michael. He's like a very good looking guy and creepy, mysterious, and Erica has always been this, you know, girl that they don't notice, but he's finally starting to notice her, and he wants to take her into this the 4 Horsemen thing, which I don't really know what it is yet, but I'm trying to catch on, and I think we're gonna learn more soon, because I'm only on page 6-7. So yeah, a little bit weird so far. I hope I'm not, maybe I have this completely wrong, I don't know. Maybe I misunderstood everything, but that's what I'm thinking is going on. So they have history, and something's gonna happen now in the present, and there are these group thingy called the 4 Horsemen, which involves 4 guys that everyone adores kind of thing. I don't really know, but yeah, I'm liking it so far, and I love the dark vibes it has, so definitely perfect for autumn. So yeah, I'm excited to have a natural reading, and I don't have to worry about going to bed early, because I don't have to be up early tomorrow. So I'm excited, and yeah. Also, one thing that I forgot to mention is that how they kind of know each other is that Michael has a younger brother, and Erica used to date him. So, you know, Erica would obviously hang around a lot in their house because she was dating his younger brother. So Michael has kind of always known Erica as this, maybe like a little sister kind of deal, because, you know, she used to date his younger brother and was always around the house and stuff. So they do have a history, they do have like, they know each other, they know of each other, just making that clear. It is quite a bit later in the evening, and I'm soon getting ready for bed. I might do some reading before I fall asleep, because I don't have to be up early, so that's nice. But I thought I would do a final update for you guys, and if I do end up reading more tonight, I will just tell you guys tomorrow. I've been reading quite a bit. I've been mostly focusing on The Secret History, and I'm on page 232, so I'm definitely making progress, which is great. This is where I'm at, not really halfway yet, but soon. It's quite a thick book with Bible-themed pages, so it's gonna take me a while, but I am really enjoying it. It's getting really suspenseful and really interesting, so might read some more of this tonight, which is very exciting. And in Corrupt, I'm on page 111, so haven't been reading too much, and nothing has really been happening that's worth talking about, I feel like, so haven't really gotten any thoughts about this yet. But yeah, as I've said, I might do some reading before I fall asleep, and I will just let you guys know tomorrow how much I read. So good night. good morning. It is Wednesday and it's late morning-ish thing. I've just been sitting here reading and eating breakfast and just been relaxing. And I've been mostly focusing on Corrupt today, and I'm on page 213. And I'm hoping to read quite a lot today. That would be nice. It is a lot. It's very spicy and very spicy, yeah. And yeah, these four guys that call themselves the Four Horsemen are very interested and intrigued by this girl, Erica. She's called Eureka, and you know, every one of them seems to have a thing for her, and she's just like getting along with everything. It's very sketchy because they're like these four really like bad guys. At least that's the impression that you get. You haven't really gotten to know them too well, but like a few of them have been in prison, and you know, the facade at least is that they're bad guys, and she just gets along, or she just goes along with everything they want. They're like, get in the car, and she's like, she gets in the car with these four men, and I'm like, girl, are you okay? I get like when you're a teenager, the kind of like search for danger and bad guys, but she's an adult, a young adult, but still in the present, at least. In the past, 3 years ago we follow, she is a teenager, but in the present she's an adult, and these guys are also adults. They're 3 years older than her. They're 23, and they're acting like these, I don't even know, but it's very interesting, and I'm excited to continue it because I want to know what the hell is going on. So yeah, that's where I'm at. A little bit later, and I've been reading a bit in Corrupt. I'm on page 251 and I am enjoying it. I am, and I like that I think it's pretty cool, and I like the fact that we follow like the present and the past, so we have like the history between them. We kind of figure out as we go what happened between them 3 years ago and now in the present, how that adds up and everything. And also what's really cool is that the playlist in the beginning I mentioned, it didn't have really any songs that I knew of, but they mentioned 3 Days Grace, which is a band that I love, and I think it's so underrated. I never hear anyone talk about 3 Days Grace, but she mentioned it in the book, and I was so happy because that band means a lot to me. I first listened to them when I was pretty young, thanks to a friend that introduced me to them, and that friend meant a lot to me, so the band means a lot to me. And some of the songs are just, I probably wouldn't like them if I just heard them today, but a lot of the songs have, you know, sentimental value. So that band means a lot to me, and it was cool that Penelope mentioned the band in the book. Pretty fun. But yeah, I'm enjoying it, and I'm hoping to read more tonight, but I'm actually heading out soon. My mom and I are doing something, I'm not really sure what, but we were both off today, so we wanted to do something. We'll just have to see. But yeah, so I've done my makeup a little bit. Don't really know what we're doing, but I don't know, not something special, just hanging out a little, I guess. The weather is kind of, so we'll see. Maybe we'll head to the house, my mom's and dad's house, and cuddle with the cats, you know. Don't really know what the plan is, but we will see. And then when I get back home, I will definitely do a bit more reading. I am back home. It's a while later and I have been reading quite a bit since I got home, and I'm on page 319, so I might even be able to finish this tonight, which would be great. I didn't think I would get that far, but the text is very big and it goes by really, really fast. The chapters are short, which makes me read it very fast, and yeah, I should be able to finish it today, which would be great. But I feel like it's very weird because one moment these guys, the four horsemen, act like big brothers to Erica, and they're really protective of her, and they're really like good buddies. And then all of a sudden they are really mean and obsessive and cruel to her. So I don't really understand the relationship between all of these people, because one moment they're all good and then the next moment they're not. I don't really understand. I don't understand what their plan is with her, because now they just did something cruel and I'm like, what was the point of doing that? What's your plan? So I'm excited to find out. I'm gonna go and read and we'll see how far I get, and hopefully I will finish it tonight. It is a bit later and I've gone up to page 391, so almost done with it, as you can see. So I most definitely will finish this tonight, but I am taking a break for some dinner and then I will hopefully finish it and I will let you guys know. It is quite a lot later in the evening and I just finished Corrupt by Penelope, and I have very much mixed emotions. I had to look up on Goodreads what people were saying because I have very mixed feelings and thoughts, and the reviews was kind of what I thought. There were a lot of 1 stars and then there were also a lot of 5 stars, so a lot of people have different thoughts and reviews on this one, and it was very weird and it deals with a lot of things that may be difficult and triggering for a lot of people, like dark topics and dark stuff. It's very dark, but also very captivating and steamy and spicy. So I don't really know how I'm feeling, and I don't know which rating I'm gonna give it, but very captivating, as I've told you, but also so freaking weird and toxic. I feel like, you know, this guy that the main guy we're following, and I feel like it's kind of with books today when you have like romance. I don't want to read about glamorizing or romanticizing toxic relationships or toxic boyfriends that are very possessive and toxic. Like Hard In After, I think, is also very toxic. And Michael, in here, I think, well, I guess he started out as a pretty bad guy, but deep down he was good, and she made him better, just like in After. Bad guy, and the girl makes it all better. But it had a lot of dark things going on that I was not expecting. A lot of things going on that I didn't see coming. So definitely not a cute and fluffy romance, definitely a dark and captivating romance with a lot of dark topics and triggering topics that may be difficult for some people to read. Just be aware of that. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna rate it, but I have to probably think about it for a second and kind of just take it all in. But I finished it, so mission completed. Hello guys, it is Friday. It is about 12 o'clock soon, in noon, and I start work at 2, so I have a little bit of time before I need to leave. But I wanted to do an update on books. I haven't read anything in The Secret History. I'm just not really feeling that book right now, so I ended up picking up a new book yesterday, and that is the Davinci Code by Dan Brown. This is the Swedish hardback version that I borrowed from my dad because I didn't want to buy the book unless I didn't like it. So I knew my dad had a copy, so I borrowed it from him, and I think it's kind of pretty too. It's a great cover. But yeah, so this is what I've been focusing on yesterday and today. I am on page 82, and what I really like about this book, and I've heard that Dan Brown's books are like that, is that the chapters are super, super short. And I mean really short, which if you know me, I love that. I can't stand a book where the chapters are super long, like in The Secret History. It just makes me unmotivated to read, and it's just gonna not work. So I love that for this. And this is my first Dan Brown book, so a little bit intimidating, but I think it's going well so far. And because it's in Swedish, it's easier. But if I like it, I want to buy an English copy and actually read that, because I think that would be cool and good. So I am really enjoying it so far. If you don't know what this is about, it is about Robert, who is a professor at Harvard, and he teaches like religious symbolic. I don't really know if that's a translation. It is in Swedish, so like codes and stuff and symbols. Really interesting things, honestly. And he's in Paris to do like a big lecture thing, and he gets woken up in the middle of the night when he's in his hotel room sleeping that there has been a murder happen in the Louvre, I don't know how to say it in English, the big museum in Paris that's very famous, the Louvre. This really important person has been murdered, and what's left behind at the murder scene is a bunch of codes, like weird codes, and the police and the kind of French FBI knows that Robert is like, he's really an expert on codes and stuff, so they call him in, and he wants, you know, and Robert thinks that, you know, they want him to help them solve the murder. But what he doesn't know is that the police and the FBI, the French FBI, thinks he did it. They kind of have Robert as a suspect, but Robert doesn't know that right away. He does find out later. But yeah, so that's kind of how far I am, and it's pretty interesting. It's pretty, you know, fascinating, everything, and obviously I'm not very far. It's a pretty big book, probably like over 500 pages, or just about 500 pages at least. And but yeah, I'm very excited to get to this, honestly. I think this is one of the books that you kind of have to have read, so I'm very excited to finally read it. And I'm planning on reading a little bit more before I have to go to work. We'll see how much I can do. Since it is in Swedish, I'm going by this pretty fast, so very excited about it. But yeah, this is what I'm currently reading and what I'm going to focus on probably for the rest of the week, the entire weekend. Even though I work, I will try to read after work, before work, so yeah, I'm excited. It's a little while later and I'm just getting ready to head off to work because I soon have to leave, but I wanted to do a final update. I have been reading quite a bit in the Davinci Code, and I'm on page 132, and we have been introduced to Sophie, who I think she works with the French FBI, but she doesn't believe Robert is responsible for the murder. She thinks he's innocent, so behind the FBI's back, she helps Robert to kind of figure it all out, because the person who was murdered is a relative to Sophie, which people didn't really know because she kept it a secret, because she didn't really want to get treated in a different way, because she had a famous relative, or like a high position relative. So but they were related, and she believes that he left all these messages and codes for her. So Robert and Sophie are working together to figure out what he was trying to tell them and what he wanted them to find, I guess. So I'm really enjoying it, and hopefully I will be reading some tonight when I get home, but I do have to be up early tomorrow for work, so we will see. But I'm really captivated by the story, honestly, and I see myself really speeding through this, and hopefully I will. But yeah, I'm gonna head to work soon, but I will talk to you guys tomorrow probably. Hello guys, it is Saturday early evening. I've just been working all day and now I'm very exhausted. I've showered, my hair, and eaten, and I'm on the couch now, and I'm planning to lay here for the rest of the night. Spider-Man is on TV, the original one, the first one with Tobey Maguire. I love it. I love Spider-Man. Perfect. What a perfect evening. But I have been reading a little bit in the Davinci Code. I'm on page 182, and you know, I'm really liking it so far. It's going pretty slow, I think, but it also like it fits with the story because, you know, but it's very exciting and I want to find out what's happening all the time, so it keeps me reading. And I love that the chapters are super short, so I'm really enjoying it, and I might read some more tonight. We will see, but for now I'm just gonna relax, watch TV, maybe read a little, and just take it slow because I'm very exhausted. This is so funny. The costume is so bad. It is about 9:50 in the evening and I'm actually getting ready to head to bed. It's an early night. I have to be up early yet again tomorrow at 5 a.m. so I'm exhausted and I'm excited actually for a early night in bed, and maybe I'll read some more. But I've actually been reading a lot tonight and I'm on page 232, so I'm definitely making progress and I'm still really enjoying it. It's so cool with all of these, you know, codes and passwords and clues hidden, and just really interesting and cool. So I'm really enjoying my current read, which is great. But yeah, now I'm heading to bed and I might read some, or I'm gonna put on a TV show and just fall asleep. Hello guys, it is Sunday and I thought I would wrap this reading vlog up before I fall asleep and totally forget about it. So it is Sunday, it's evening, I've just been working all day, and after that I went to my parents' house for some dinner, and then I've just been home and relaxing. I've been reading quite a bit and I've gotten up to page 305 in the Davinci Code, so I have passed the halfway mark, which is very exciting, and I'm still really enjoying it. And yeah, I am so very excited about that. I might read some more tonight because I'm free tomorrow, so I can be up late, but I think I'm gonna end the reading vlog here because I'm tired and I want it just done and imported so I can upload it tomorrow. But yeah, thank you guys for watching and I will see you guys in one of my next videos. Bye.